I am giving my friend a free wedding cake, but she told me that it doesn't count as a wedding gift. Now she's panicking because I am charging her with everything. I have a friend, who I'll call Mary, who is getting married in 2 weeks. She and I have been friends for several years, and I was excited when she asked me if I could make her cake. I don't normally do cakes anymore for people outside of family and friends, as I'm currently pregnant, have a 1-year-old, and am currently pursuing another master's degree in education administration. At the time when she asked, I was also teaching full-time and finishing up a different master's program. Anyway, I agreed to make this cake over a year ago. I told Mary when she offered to pay that I would do it for free as my wedding gift to her. I distinctly said wedding gift. She accepted, and we started planning the design. Mary wanted a 4-tier cake with each tier a different flavor: white, chocolate, yellow, lemon, and several sugar flowers and fondant decorations, as well as 3 different flavored buttercreams. It was a lot, but since she is having an August wedding, I had time because the school would be out for the summer, and I am actually taking a year off since finding out I was pregnant a few months ago. Saturday, I went to Mary's bachelorette party. The party itself was fine. Nothing remarkable happened. I couldn't drink, but everyone had fun. One of Mary's bridesmaids asked what we all were getting her for her wedding. I said I was making the cake for free. The bridesmaid and other girls there said that was a good gift because the cake was expensive, and they wished they had gotten one for free. That's it, and I heard nothing else about it until today. Mary texted me and asked why I wasn't getting her a wedding gift. I told her I was, and that it was the cake, and reminded her that the cake was free. She said that wasn't a gift and that it was a favor. I told her it was a gift and that she couldn't tell me what I could give her. I then asked why she was mentioning it, and she said the bridesmaid I spoke to on Saturday told her that she was so lucky to get a free cake. She agreed but then was upset when the bridesmaid said that's a good gift. I asked her if her own bridesmaid thought it was a good gift. What's the problem? And she said it's not up to the bridesmaid to tell her what her gifts are. I told her this was her gift. She said that a gift needs to be something she can use in her marriage, not just the cake at the wedding. I told her that going to school and not working right now is a major expense that I'm taking on by doing it for free, and she said that wasn't her problem and that a real friend would do both. I responded with fine, I'll get back to you, and she thanked me for understanding. About 30 minutes later, I sent her a bill for her cake. The bill was for $700 with a deposit of $350 due by this Friday and the rest 24 hours before the event start time. She asked me what that was for, and I told her since it's not a gift, she needs to pay for it. She said she couldn't afford it, and I told her I didn't care and this is what business looks like. I did promise to get her a gift off of her registry, though. She told me no cake is worth $700, but in the bill breakdown, I pointed out where it was going from ingredients to transportation. Her venue is 45 minutes away, additional labor, my husband helps me deliver cakes, so he's getting paid, too, last-minute booking, time, and the size of the cake on top of the intricate decoration she wants. She said she shouldn't be charged for anything since I promised to do it for free, and it was too late to find another baker. I said, that sounds an awful lot like not my problem, because it isn't. She then asked if I could just do the cake for free and forget the gift, but I said no, this is the new deal, and I have not responded to her text since. She and her fiancé were venting in a group message with the wedding party that I'm not in. One of the bridesmaids, who is a mutual friend, asked me what happened after telling me what was being said in the group text, and I sent her the messages of our exchange, and now apparently, the bridal party is now divided. Some are saying I should go back and do the cake for free like I originally promised, while others are telling Mary she was wrong, and apparently it's become a huge ordeal. Her fiancé is now mad at both of us for being petty and ridiculous. My husband is team Mary can suck an egg and doesn't think I should do the cake or get the gift, but he told me to remember this could cost me a friendship, but he'd support me either way, but he thinks I should stand my ground in this, and not let Mary push me around. Update. Long story short, the villain in this situation isn't Mary, it's Frank, and no, they did not get married. Anyway, I mentioned before that Mary was, and still is, a frugal person. That's why we all thought the gift and cake thing was weird, as well as her spending a bunch of money for the wedding. It turns out that Mary has actually been trying to save money despite doubling their budget. Apparently, Frank's family always throws extravagant celebrations and parties. That includes birthdays, holidays, graduations, and weddings. So Frank has been emphasizing to Mary that this wedding is supposed to be huge because that's just how his family is. I'm guessing it's a way to flaunt success, but that's just a guess. I don't actually know the real reason. But Frank has been hands off the entire time. I'm not surprised. My own husband only cared about the food, cake flavor, and that the colors weren't pink. But Frank has been telling Mary to save money since that's what she's good at, and that he didn't want to spend a bunch of money on one day. So Mary picked out things that were cheaper but were not good enough for Frank. Like that mansion/large house where everyone would be staying? Yeah, Frank's idea. Mary apparently wanted to do a hotel that hosted weddings because her family could stay there for less money, and the hotel was just cheaper to host a wedding versus a literal mansion with horses. He would do this with everything and veto things like her choices of decorations and vendors because they weren't big enough, or I'm guessing extravagant. He even told her how big her bouquet had to be and that her dress needed to have lots of bling. So basically, Mary has been trying to stick to the budget, but what was in the budget didn't match Frank's taste or expectations. So when I said she had to pay for the cake, Frank accused Mary of not saving them money despite her being so money conscious. And Mary wasn't the one who had the problem with the cake. It was Frank. I guess they both knew the cake was free, but Frank didn't know I was making it as a gift. Mary explained that I was, and he said that didn't count and to ask me about it. He said it didn't count because friends doing favors for an event like a wedding isn't a gift. On some level she must have agreed because she didn't mention Frank being the one with the problem at all in the messages, but whatever. Anyway, the cake was what Mary was really looking forward to because it was the only thing she felt she had 100% say in regarding the wedding. And when I charged her for it, Frank was upset that Mary was not saving them money like he was expecting. This resulted in a fight where they ended up not on speaking terms. When Frank was complaining to Pam's, our other friend, husband and the rest of the groomsmen, it was in text and, according to Pam, Mary found them and left Frank for making her seem like a greedy bitch to everyone when she was only getting things Frank wanted without Frank's help. And that if it were up to her, they wouldn't have most of the expensive things she bought for the wedding. The only contact I've had from Mary was an apology text message. When I told her it was okay and we were still friends, she didn't answer. In fact, she hasn't answered anyone other than to tell the wedding party that the wedding was off, apologize for the inconvenience, and since then, she's been quiet. She did post on her social media a long apology for canceling. She said postponed, but I noticed her relationship status is gone. But the location/check-in is in the hometown where her parents live, not where we live, so I think she returned to her parents' house after calling the wedding off. But that's all I know, and I heard it secondhand from Pam. But according to Pam, Frank is upset Mary left because all his money is tied up in vendors that he can't get back, and he has been trying to plead his case with the groomsmen, but only his brother is on his side. Pam's husband and the other groomsmen have stopped talking to him.